开灯。
对我们来讲，全球碳排放。这个是我们的图表，看到什么最多的使用的是电力啊，30年是超严重的，然后接下来就当不需要什么汽车啊，我们可以用代步就可以啦，我们就骑脚车啊。
Are environmental messages hard to absorb? Why not try this new method? In 2021, Tzu Chi partnered with online gaming platform Pagemo to incorporate environmental knowledge into video games and organize the Environmental Education Esports World Cup with 706 participants from Singapore.
他们能够有一些比较用游戏方式增进他们对这些东西的知识啊，或者对学习的兴趣啊，我觉得肯定会很好的。
很好的一个游戏，它有可以学习环保的之类的东西。
Esports World Cup that we have conducted in the first year is actually funded and supported by the SG Eco Fund, which they recognize that today in this new era we need to use a different methodology to actually attract people wanting to come closer to this subject in a very fun way. On top of that, a monthly Environment Sustainability Day in over 30 odd locations in the community void decks, whereby we have applied funding with the SG Eco Fund to support this operation, going towards the direction of recycle right.
这是我们的自行分类区，我们会请居民根据可回收的物资，在家中做简单的自行分类线。
Environmental education has been the focus for over nearly 30 years of continuous efforts. In the early days, volunteers knocked on doors to collect recyclables. After continuous education and hard work, residents began to join in, including Chen Zhongchuan, who first helped out at the Eco Point when he was 12 years old, and has been doing so for 18 years.
自从我来这边，我学到跟人家一起学、一起讲话，我会比较 open 一点。
之前就是丢到垃圾桶里啊，不过现在就知道丢在那个蓝色的 recycle bin 里面。
有些东西你可能自己清洗一下会更方便后来的处理啊，这样子。所以我以后可能会自己注意了。
Our eco efforts in the community has been very stable and successful. Really very thankful to all the partners from the grassroots, the communities, the RC, the CCs that we have cooperated with over the years. Every month we have 1,000 over volunteers spread over Singapore to actually carry out this activity. And not to forget, after this activity, we need the support of the recycling companies who are also doing it as a social contribution to do the collection of all these recyclables and then send it for recycling.
如果还没有做环保，地球妈妈会生病，生病我们就没有家住。
I was so impressed with Tzu Chi, how Tzu Chi can support us, educating people, understanding how to throw something into the right sorting bin so that the recycling process can be faster and better and correct.
It's never easy to advocate for a habit that is out of the norms to residents. But over the years, faithfully in the community, every month, our volunteer actually walk the talk to the resident that ultimately will move a resident to say, okay, I will also join because you show me by example, it can be done and you're really doing it.
Although the Eco Awareness Center at Woodlands Industrial Estate closed in 2021, it was in operation for 8 years and hosted over 4,000 people.
It's a wonderful place, and therefore I hope more people will come to this place to see actually how waste can be turned into valuable resource.
I learned that in Singapore we actually produce a lot of waste, and if we do not change our habits now, we may have to pay a bigger price in the near future.
Over the 8 years, the center actually has a second generation of exhibition material, which is more interactive, engaging, and create more of an impact education to the visitor who visited the center. Now we are moving into the Yishun location. We consider it the third generation of our education that we're moving towards the direction of sustainability, because today we can no longer stop at just recycling. We need to look at the bigger spectrum of sustainability in the aspects of environment, social and economic.
Tzu Chi Singapore has been promoting environmental protection for nearly 30 years. Hopefully, everyone can play their part. And just like the light of a firefly, when gathered together, it can light up the world.